What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another trade recap. In today's recap, we're going to go over the trades I took, bias for today, and just overall what we're feeling in the market. So, coming into today, my bias was a bit mixed, but I was feeling more bearish than bullish. So, coming in, we had price like this. We had London low, Asia low, and these two sell side draws left from yesterday. These are only like 8 points apart. And then we also had this 4 hour for value gap here. So this 4 hour for value gap is kind of my condition. So if we respect this 4 hour, I was going to feel more bearish. And if we inverse this, I was going to feel more bullish towards previously high and this LR here left from the other day. So coming into market open. So ideally, I was wanting either two scenarios. We tap this 1 hour and get longs towards this, or we tap this and get shorts. Now, we did get longs, but I just didn't like the longs that we got, so I never ended up taking them. And then the shorts, I took one short, lost, and I took another short and won, passing my account. So we'll go into market open and price action. So on market open, we came down and we tapped this 1 hour for value gap. Ended up inversing a 3 minute. But the close of this was just not good. Fuck having a 75-point stop loss and then trying to edge a 1-to-1. Just fuck that, to be honest. So I never ended up taking this. Played. And then I ended up trying this first short here. So we ended up creating this 5 minute for value gap. We came up, tapped the 4 hour. We had an SMT with this internal high at the time. See, we took out the intermediate high, and we had an SMT with it at the time, and then we had a nice V-shaped recovery, inversing these two 1 minute for value gaps, and then I was gonna have this as a TP break even, well not a TP but a break even, and then I was gonna have this low here as my full TP. Now in all honesty, I shouldn't have really expected this low to get hit, because it's a sponsored with this hourly and SMT, and overall we seem more bullish now than bearish. But I was just going off market game. We had a really nice V shape, ended up entering this and then getting stopped out. So that was the first L I took, and then. Well, to be fair, I don't see anything wrong with this trade actually. We'll talk about this trade a little bit. I don't see anything wrong with this trade other than the fact that it's literally 11 minutes after market open. As well as that, I probably should have just waited for this internal high to get taken. But we SMT'd it, so I didn't think we would actually come back up and take that. So yeah, I mean, wasn't a bad idea, but could have avoided this loss by just being a bit more patient and waiting. But very good setup, to be honest. Overall, not a bad setup. Is my shit? Oh, of course my shit's not loading. Like, why does it do this? Like, what's the actual point in recording if it's not gonna hang it? Oh, I have no idea like where I left off there. Oh, I don't know like where I left off. Right, we'll just go. Oh fuck, this has pissed me off. I'm not gonna lie. Right, we'll just go over it. So, bias. If we respected this 4 hour, I was bearish. If we didn't, I was bullish towards these draws, bearish towards these draws. Overall, we seem bullish though because we're just respecting bullish, disrespecting bearish right now. But higher time frame, we are overall bearish. But we dumped 3 days in a row, so you should expect like a pullback. The fact we've dumped 3 days, we don't normally dump a fourth, right? And then first trade idea, so it was off this 1 minute. We ended up creating an SMT with this intermediate high. Here, nice V-shaped recovery. Nice V-shaped recovery off of off of us tapping into the forward with in OTE of the range. We inversed both these 1 minutes. I entered shorts here, break even at 5 minute, and then TP at 930 low. I shouldn't have really expected 930 low to get taken though, because it's sponsored with this 1 hour, and overall now we seem like we're kind of a little bit more bullish towards this high here. So I should have probably just been a bit more patient and waited a little bit. But I ended up losing 500 on that, so I was now 600 off past my eval. And then price came up a little higher. We ended up making relative equal lows here, which was going to be a 15 minute. And then we ended up coming up and taking out our high here. Our internal high, our intermediate, fucking hell, our intermediate high here. Which was just super nice. We ended up tapping into a 1 hour order block as well. Oh, we actually missed it, but I mean, market the whole thing on the ES anyway. So yeah, we ended up doing that, and then we waited for the highest time for reversion, which was the 1 minute. Really like an absolute gorgeous V shape recovery out of that, straight inversion of the 1 minute for value gap, break even at these relative equal lows, and then TP at the unfilled 5 minute gap. I didn't target down to the 930 low one because it's sponsored. I realized that from that first initial trade, and as well as that, the 5 minute was all I needed, and the 5 minute is a 2.5 RR, so you generally don't need any more than that. And then yeah, I don't get break even, and then I had my TP here, because that's all I needed to pass the account. Price ended up wicking down. Actually, it was a bit higher than that. Price ended up wicking down here though. I ended up closing my trade here, for like a 1.18 or something like that. Passing the account, I only risked 350 on this trade because I lost 500 on that previous one. And then yeah, I ended up passing my account. Full TP did end up getting hit. But yeah, super nice trades. I mean, yeah. As well as we respected the forward. See that? Well, fucking rejection. Respected the forward, and we. Oh my god, what was I gonna say there? Yeah. When we took out the internal high, we had the V shape, and then we were like a couple of minutes off of the forward closing, so I expected the forward to close the forward to get closed inside of. So that was just a little extra comp, and then news ended up coming out. Weekend price lower. Created a 5 minute as well. This is another trade you could have took right here. So this 5 minute here, this 1 minute inversion, and then you could have shorted this to the 930 low, but you would have got break even. So that would have been a break even trade, but a couple of good trades today. I wouldn't have taken that first one, but I'm not upset with this loss, and I'm definitely not upset with that win. So I mean, yeah, that's kind of like, and this is all it is today. So you start enjoy, guys, and that.